Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So, I have another trip to Hobby Lobby to show you, which, oh my god, I hope to make this video a bit shorter. We'll see how it goes, because I do have another story time. But I wrote things down to make it maybe a little bit faster when I get to the yarn quantities. But, so I went to... You know how I told you the story about how I went to that Hobby Lobby? Yes. And they had told me I told you the whole story where they told Damon, we have clearance. And then they had no clearance. And then David asked for me because, I mean, I was like exhausted at that point. And David had said, like, our roommate was told the clearance sale was starting. We were just wondering, like, what time it was starting or whatever. However he asked it. He was very polite, like, because he works in sales also. So, I mean, he's not going to ever come in there and just be rude. Like, neither one of us would be intentionally rude to anybody like that. But she was a character. We'll say that. Well, she was a character. So we went back, that was yesterday, and we went back today because for some reason, it was bothering me because if you watched my video, I called a store further north and they had this just wonderful, awesome, amazing yarn department lady, and she was wonderful, told me the sale had started. She found out how far away I was coming from. She like went and did a little like tour of her aisle to let me know that like it was still, you know, still quite a bit was there and everything. I went up and I got some stuff and I was very happy. But it was bothering me because traditionally, and there's no written rule. I know, like, I don't think any of us know like which Hobby Lobbies are going to put their stuff. There's maybe Hobby Lobby themselves don't know which Hobby Lobby is going to put their stuff on clearance, you know, like which order of things are happening. But traditionally, whenever the one that I went to has been on sale, the one that Damon had called has been on sale. And traditionally, those are towards the beginning of a week. And the ones in this direction that had told him on the phone later in the week, those are usually on sale later that same week. And usually those two are on the same day, which seems to still be the pattern. So it's like, it was bothering me. I was like, really? They're not, okay, they're still not. Finally, I was just like, I'm going to call. So, I called this afternoon and I did not get that lady. I got somebody else who was very nice, and she goes, "Oh, actually, we finished all the markdowns." And I was like, "Oh, like the big yarn clearance?" And she's like, "Yep, that one," you know, and she probably thought I was crazy for asking it and wording it that way, but since the lady yesterday had been like, "We always have clearance," and acting like we were dumb for asking, I wanted to like word it very carefully, you know. So she was probably like, "This lady's crazy," you know. But still polite, just saying. I would never intentionally be rude, ever. Never intentionally. So I thanked her, got off the phone with her, and I told David and Damon, like, they put their stuff on clearance today. So Damon had to go to work, so David's like, let's go. So we took off for the store again, and we went up there. And yes, everything was on clearance as I expected that it would have been yesterday. Like, all the stuff that I thought would be was. The things that I had looked forward to the most, which you know by now from hearing my other video, was like the little Halloween minis. All of the minis were completely cleared out already. And for the hand-dyed yarn, the two, like the gray and the black that have like the rainbow stripes in them, all of the hand-dyed yarn, there was a couple colorways left, but like I had said yesterday, or in my other video, yeah, that was yesterday, I guess, but it won't be yesterday when you see this video, so I'm trying to remember that. But I'm trying to be choosy with that. Like, so I wasn't trying to pick up a bunch of that. I was only going to pick it up if the rainbow yarn was there. But those, like, it was pretty much cleared out. There was not much of it, and I wasn't going to, like, pick it up if it wasn't that. So I didn't get any of those. I was most disappointed. Oh, and the Chloe yarn that I went for. I found 2 more colorways with a couple of them each, so I'll show you those in a minute. But they were basically gone. So the big, like, high-end stuff on my list, already gone, because it's probably the high-end stuff on a lot of people's lists, I'm guessing. But I was like, wow, somebody, beat me to it. And this is the store that, like, I'm always, like, I feel like I'm one of the only, like, crazy yarn people that show up, like, stocking the store. So I was heavily surprised, considering, like, they had just finished the markdown. Remember that I say that now, considering they just finished the markdown that they did that day. Remember I said that now. So we get the shopping done. I kept it to 1 cardigan. I was pretty proud, because if you've seen, like, my Facebook posts from the year or my Instagram posts from the years before, I have, like, these pictures of, like, me and David, and I'm in front of, like, multiple carts, and I'm all, like, and happy, and there'll be, like, David will be like, so, like, we didn't even take the picture this year because there was 1 cart from each store. Although today's cart was much more full because there was a lot of stuff. Like, I have no right to be upset except for the way that things were handled yesterday. And you'll hear in a second how that further played out, because I did get a lot of the stuff that I wanted. I'm very, 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 very pleased with what I got. Like, I feel more like it's more like a spoiled tantrum that I didn't get, the Halloween yarn. I do wish I'd found it, but it's not the end of the world. And if anybody has some and wants to trade or sell it to me, I'd be happy to make that trade or whatnot. Just let me know. My email's down below. But yeah. So we get the cart, we go up, and the cashier was there, and I was like, are you ready for me? Like, I know in the past I've had a lot more than that, and they've reacted. Cashiers are always like, oh, like surprised, and then really nice and really sweet. And they're probably really happy because I keep everything, like, I keep all the price point stuff. Everything is grouped together for them. All the colors are grouped together, but the lady today let me know as long as the same prices are together, that's all they really care about. I can mix all the colors I want as long as the prices are together. But I even separate them by colors every time, so they're usually pretty happy with me at the end of the day. But then we're chatting back and forth, and she goes, "Did you come yesterday?" And I stared at her for a second, because I was kind of thinking, like, what did that lady tell people? That was my first thought. But then I was like, well, she must mean for the sale. And so, like, I don't know. I go, no. Because, like, I knew that it wasn't yesterday's, that it wasn't on, that it was today. And I go, no. But I didn't get anything in the sale yesterday, so I guess it wasn't a lie. And she goes, because one lady left when we first marked it down with $500 worth of stuff. And, that's like, she was just making small talk, and I go, wow, like, wow. And I was going along, still just putting stuff up for her. And then it hit me, and I kind of stopped, and I stared. And I looked at David, and I go, so they started the markdowns yesterday. And I'm staring at David, and he's staring back at me because he's like, he knows I'm about to say something, like, out of pocket. And she goes, yeah. She's like, mid-morning. And she this lady has no idea, like, the interactions that happened yesterday, right before mid-morning between me and the yarn department lady. And I was like, And I looked at David, and he's just looking at me like, and I go, isn't that interesting that they started right then? And David goes, no, it's not. It's not interesting. Like, he was trying to just get me to shut up, like, don't say anything. Don't say anything. And I didn't. Because I said, you know, in the last video, like, I'm not going to start trouble. I was like, what would it have benefited me anyway? Or what would it have done anyway? You know, besides cause a scene or make some drama. Like, it was over and done. It wouldn't have done anything. So why bother, you know, putting out that negativity? Why be negative towards that lady or even make her feel negative? Like, why? So, but I was just like, the irony of it. I definitely like deadpanned, looked at David, like, it made me so mad that, like, the lady, as she talked to us and talked to David like he was stupid, had to, like, when she was sitting on that floor going through the yarn, she had to have been preparing for the markdown stuff that she started probably by the time I got to the other store, she was probably marking stuff down. Like, that is what made me mad. Not like, oh, I missed out or oh, this or that, but like, more like the audacity to treat my husband like that. You know what I mean? Like, that made me so mad. If you don't want to tell us something, that is totally fine. I'm not in any way saying that the stores that are that way just didn't want to tell us. They probably honestly don't know. But what they said was, we don't know. And that's fine. Like, that's fine. If in fact they did know and they don't want to tell us, I don't know. It's a perfectly fine answer. But don't treat us like we're crazy for asking because that's a dumb question. Like, oh, that made me so mad. Rant over. I'm going to keep that at a minimum. But I just thought, like, maybe you guys would be a little more invested in that than like David was. Because David is just like... and because he comes from... he is the salesperson. So he was really like, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like... But you understand my aggression, right? Or frustration. I was not aggressive about it, but frustrated. Yeah, just like I said, in my where I work, I was in my line of business. I guess it's the same thing, but it sounds kind of. But in my workplace, when we sell sets of items and stuff, I'd be more than happy to tell people when things are coming out rather than them, you know, I guess bombard us every day with, like, if I know, I would just tell them, like, check back later and they'll be out, or, you know, like, check back at this time, or I don't know, just, I wouldn't make them feel stupid, that's for sure, if it was definitely like a thing that they're asking about. But I am actually done with it now. Done, over. We're sending out the negativity, whatever. But I wouldn't want that karma if I was that lady. That's all I'm saying. And that's all I have to say about it. Let's talk about the yarn. Because that's what we're here for, right? That's really what we're here for. I just thought I'd update you guys. Because you understand me and you're my people. So I found a lot more different things this time. Because like I said, like yesterday... there was a lot of things, but the shelves were, in some areas, were already like bare. And the same here today, except less things. And oh my gosh, I still left a ton of stuff because the stuff that I wanted, I took the amount that I wanted. But I will say that I still left stuff, even of the things that I got, I left some stuff like the Katarina yarns, I left some on the shelf and that kind of thing. But anyway, so I'll start with the Katarina yarns, I guess, since I just blurted that out. So I found I think they had every color, I think. And I think I got at least a couple of every color. They had this Tangotopia yarn, which I love. It's so pretty. I had a few of these. I have like 4 or 5 of them from like when they were regularly priced. I can speak. That I have decided at some point in time I had wanted to make a poncho, but like a turtleneck poncho. I thought that'd be really cool and really pretty in this yarn. Like, I love the thought of it. So I ended up I picked up 5 of these, which means I bet I left like 8 of them on the shelf. Like they were massively stocked with all of the Katarina yarns. Like they had a ton of them. But it's this really pretty like aqua-ish green, turquoisey green, and orangey colors mixed together. And I also made a couple of dragon egg bags out of this yarn, and I decided that I really, really liked it. It's rather thin, but I usually make, yeah, it's listed as a 3-weight yarn. I usually make the dragon egg bags out of the Red Heart Unforgettable. So pretty interchangeable. And these colors are pretty. So like I said, I made a couple of dragon egg bags out of this specific color, but I wanted to, especially since they're getting rid of it, I wanted to pick up enough. So I picked up 5 of these just to make sure I had enough for the poncho. I am losing weight, but you know, I wanted to still have a nice big cozy poncho and all that. So I'll show you one more time because I really think it's pretty. It's like pumpkin patch picking time to me. Like, I don't know. I really like it. I associate colors with weird things sometimes, but anyway. But I left a ton of that. So if you go to that store, there should be those left. The Golden Gate Sunset. This is like just a beautiful rainbow. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I did get 5 of these, and these were the only 5 that they had. I did take those. Because not only would those make a pretty dragon egg bag, but I thought, wouldn't that be a pretty shawl? Like a rainbow shawl? Oh my God. Like, I loved that. So I got 5 of those. And then I started thinking about shawls too, which was like the end of it. So then I was like, dragon egg bag and shawls. Like, then I was like, because I decided I was only going to get a couple of each one aside from the poncho one. But then shawls entered my mind. So it was kind of over I just ended up picking up a lot more of them. I got in Thistle, I got 4 of them. They did only have 4, but 4 should be plenty for a shawl, and maybe even another like a dragon egg bag out of that too. But that is a beautiful, beautiful color. Let's see, Saturday Siesta, and this is a really pretty like pastel-y rainbow. I believe I got 2 of these. I left behind probably 10 or 12 of these on the shelf. So there was a lot of these left over for somebody to want and to love. They're very pretty, but I was thinking this will make probably like 5 dragon egg bags. And the pastel-y rainbow colors are pretty popular, but like 5 of them, I think that'll be good until I can get in some more of the candy floss or whatever it is in the Unforgettable. So got that for dragon egg bags. And then I also got the Aztec blanket, which is like a really pretty like dark sunset-y color. And I did get 6 of those. Also, I thought a shawl and some dragon egg bags would be pretty for that. Pretty much everything that I got in a big quantity is probably going to end up a shawl and dragon egg bags at some point. The emerald blue, I only got 2 of these, so probably dragon egg bags. But that's so pretty, is it not? Gorgeous. I think there's one more. There is. This purple and pink combo here is called Regal Rose, and I did get 5 of those, so it will probably be a shawl and a couple of dragon egg bags also. And I think those were all the colors of the Katarina, but I did leave quite a bit of that on the shelf. And then I picked up one more of the soft standard, the only color they had. Sorry. The Katarina was normally $3.99, and it was all on sale for 99 cents. I forget to tell you guys the prices, sorry. And they're getting rid of all the colors, just so you know. So I'm guessing this won't be around as a new colorway. But if you are curious and heading out to look for yarn, these are 90% acrylic and 10% nylon, and they are a 3-weight yarn. I got one more anyway of the soft standard in fern leaves, and this stuff is so soft. They are keeping the other colors. Actually, I think they might have had red. This one might have had the red. I'm not sure. No, that's a lie. It was a different type of yarn that had a red. So it was only this color, this greenish color, that was on clearance. And it is 70% acrylic, 30% polyamide, and it is a light 3. It's very, 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 very soft. I had gotten 3 of these at the other store, as that's all they had. They had, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these. So I picked up one more because I thought 4 of these would be plenty to make like a nice like cowl and hat set, or like a nice big scarf or something like that, because it's very soft. But yeah, so I got that. And then what is next? I got one color of the Arabella, but all of the Arabellas at my store were on clearance, all of them. Arabella is, Lion Brand actually has one like it. I can't remember the name of it because I was just like, I have Arabella, I don't need to get some from Lion Brand too. But it is a, I think it's a cotton and acrylic. Let me see. 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. And it is listed as a 5 bulky. You know I'm not a big fan of 5s or 6s or anything higher than that. But I did not mind using this. It was not that bad. So maybe like I'm not a fan of 6s and above, because 5's not that bad. And it is just bigger than a 4, so it's not a very big 5. But when Arabella first hit Hobby Lobby shelves, this one was the colorway that I fell in love with. But I really only got the Arabellas when they were on clearance, so I've never gotten this. But now that it's all clearanced out, they had this. It is called Foxtrot Fella, and it is this gorgeous, these are, all of them are mixed with white. So the white aside, these are gorgeous heather colors. Look at this, brown, orange, and there's like a goldish green color. Look at this. Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. Is that not the prettiest thing? I love it. These are normally $4.99, and they were on sale for $1.24. And I got 6 of these because I believe 5 or 6 is the number of them that I used. I hope that I'm right. If not, I do have, from the last sale, I have the browns. I think it's leather something, that I could probably mix in with it. But if you ever saw it's like it goes up to here, and it's a long sleeve, like a shrug. I made it out of this, except I made it out of the corals, the sunset coral, I think it was called. And I love that shrug. Like, I wear it in the fall and stuff all the time. I've had it for a year or 2 now. Whenever it was on clearance, that's like one of the first items that I made from that clearance yarn. So it's one of the few wearables that I designed and made and everything. So I might try to recreate it with this. I really do love this colorway so much. So yeah, I got 6 of them. I suppose if I'm able to hit up another Hobby Lobby and get a couple more to be on the safe side in case I used like 8, because it was so long ago, I didn't think to write it down. I just sort of like crocheted and made it, you know what I mean? But maybe I'll write the pattern down this time. So Arabella, I got 6 of those. And then trying to follow my list, but I have to find, where are you? Oh, right in front of my face. This store had the ice cream yarn that I was looking for at the first store in the color grape. Grape or raisin. Raisin must be the Spanish or French name for grape. I think it's French, is it not? So usually there's Spanish, I think, names, but I think it's French. Anyway, not important, I guess. But It's just this pretty purple hues and mixed with white. And I got 4 of those. But if you're not familiar with ice cream yarn, they're not clearancing off all the colors. They did have one other color, but I did not pick that up. I just really like the purple. I've always mean to like pick it up when it's on sale or something, but clearanced out. Because normally these are $5.99 and these were clearancing out for $1.49. So cool. It is a light 3-weight yarn. It is 100% acrylic. There's 394 yards in each one of these. And like I said, I got 4 of them. So very, very pretty. So I got that. It had to come home with me. And then I absolutely did find more of this. I definitely, without question, have a blanket quantity now of these. I'm so happy. I expected, especially when they said the lady at this store brought home like $500 worth of yarn, I would have expected this to be gone. Maybe this did not go on markdown until today. I don't know. But this is the Urban Chic yarn. It is a blend of 78% acrylic and 22% cotton. And look at these colors. It's like a rainbow mixed with white. It's so pretty. It kind of reminds me of the cotton ice cream yarn. Kind of. It's nice yarn. I really, really like it. It is a 3 light yarn. It reminds me actually quite a bit of it. And I did make dragon egg bags with that, and I've made it with this too. Unless I have extra skeins. Sorry, my lip was really itchy. I made a weird face there. This is not going to end up being a dragon egg bag, though. This is definitely going to end up being a blanket because I mentioned yesterday, for those of you who are Stranger Things fans, or at least like humor me with Stranger Things knowledge, this to me is like Max, like Mad Max all day long and her like awesome rainbowness. So like I call this the Mad Max yarn instead of the Caribbean vibes, which is what it's actually called. But I did pick, they had a ton of this. I picked up 9 of these, and then yesterday I had 4 of them, so now I have 13. Definitely a blanket quantity, no question. These are normally $5.49. They are clearanced out for $1.37. They clearanced out all of the Urban Chic colors at my store, at both of these stores. So I'm assuming like all the stores are clearancing them out and getting rid of them. They've been doing that with quite a few, like all of the Katarinas, all of these, all of the Fireplace Comfort, which makes me really sad. All of the Arabellas. I feel like there was a few other ones I can't think of right now. But like, I am very sad about a couple of these because I really like them. And like when they did that with the Dazzling yarn, they never brought any back unless I missed out. But I don't think there's any Dazzling yarn anymore. So I'm assuming we're about to get a whole bunch of yarn, or Hobby Lobby's downgrading their yarn aisle. But sad face. Anyway, blanket quantity. So I will move on and quit crying about that. The only other color that I picked up was Golden Grace, which is heather colors all day long. Same specs and everything. It's the same yarn, just a different color. But it's this gorgeous like brown, gold, and there's a little bit of white thrown in. So, so pretty. I picked up 7 of these today because these were like the 2 colors that nobody wanted. There was only like 1 or 2 left of all the other, like, I guess more pretty vibrant well, the Mad Max yarn is pretty vibrant, but all of the other like actual like colorful yarns, this one's not very colorful, I guess. But everything else had like 1 or 2 skeins. These both had a ton of yarn. Nobody wanted these 2. They were meant for me, right? It was meant to be. Thank you, universe. But I got 7 of these, and yesterday I had 3, so I have a total of 10. So I definitely would say I have a blanket quantity of these also if I want. or some dragon egg bags, or like a lot of dragon egg bags. I've also made, with the ice cream version, like, of these, I made like sleep masks with them and things like that. So like there's a lot of different things you can do with these. And I really, really love this color. So we'll see what these end up becoming. Probably a blanket, but we'll see. Okay, so I got that. I did find 3 more of the Soft and Sleek low pill fiber yarn in the black. I think it is just called, yeah, it's called Black Sparkle. You see the sparkles in it? Oh, I can't believe both stores had 3. So I picked up 3 yesterday and I picked up 3 more today. So I have 6 of these bad boys. So I have many more options of what to do with these. I don't know yet what that'll be, but I'm going to think of something amazing. I love the sparkly yarn, and you can't even feel the sparkle in it. Like, it's so soft and awesome. I love it so much. These are normally $3.99, and these were selling for only 99 cents. Sparkles! Love them. Love them, love them. And then moving on to the I love this yarns that there was quite a few, like yesterday, there was one lady I think that bought like all of the I love this yarns right before I got there. She had like this massive cart with just I love this yarn in it. Today I think that I beat everybody to that. I think they had just marked that down or something before I got there. But I was trying to be, again, picky and choosy about which ones I got. I ended up falling absolutely in love with this. Purple Gradient is the name of it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Plus, like, as much as I love the color purple, I don't really feel like I have that much purple yarn. Like, I don't know if I've used it on, like, a lot of it in the past or what, but, like, I don't feel like I have that much of it. So I was on a mission to check out what kind of purple yarns I could find today, too. It's beautiful, though. I love this yarn is a size 4. I know that already, but I'll check. Yep, size 4, medium 4. In this, because it's it's not a solid, it's a variegated, a marled one. There are 4 ounces or 114 grams, 196 yards, which is 180 meters. And they normally go for $4.99. This was clearanced out at $1.24. Look at the gorgeousness of those. Look at all the different purples and light purples, almost pinks. Isn't that pretty? The Purple Gradient, there were 7 of these. I got all 7 of them. I got them all. So pretty. So pretty. I love it. And they're so soft. Oh. Then I found this gorgeous thing, which is like a tannish color with like speckles of a darker brown and a green. Ooh. Sorry, I had to stop it and restart like I did on the last Hobby Lobby video because otherwise my voice would not be matching up with my mouth while I talked. My camera does that awesome thing at the 30-some minute mark. Anyway, back to this. I love this yarn. This is in the color Sea Stone, and I'll show you again. So pretty. It's almost like camouflage spots. Really, really pretty. I really love it. I got 4 of these. I think those are gorgeous. So I got those. And then the only other I love this yarn that I got, I love this one. I swear like a year or 2 ago, somebody's Hobby Lobby, because I saw it in their video, I swear somebody's Hobby Lobby put this on clearance and I saw it in theirs and I looked at ours. None of ours had it on clearance. I've been eyeballing it since then, but this is called Tall Teal. I really, really, really like this. It's like a marled like green and teal. Isn't that pretty? I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. But it was on clearance this year for our stores, and I got 5 of these. I think that's so pretty. And there's quite a halo on this one. I don't know, like they all have a little bit because they're all just really soft, but there's quite a halo on this one. And they're all 100% acrylic. It's all like the same basic yarn, but different amounts. Like this one has, where are you? This one has 5 ounces, 142 grams, 252 yards, 230 meters in this one. Much bigger than the purple one. But, oh, it's so pretty. We're almost at the end. I did find, I mentioned at the beginning, I found 2 colors of the Chloe yarn. They are 2 different colors than yesterday. And I found 2 of each one. So this one is the color Arctic Spruce. And this is actually the one that I was like, that I had in mind in the beginning that I was hoping would be on clearance. Or that I would find because I knew that it was on clearance. But it's this beautiful green and blue. I don't know what my deal is with green and blue lately. It's not a very heather kind of colors combination, is it? But aren't those beautiful? Chloe yarn is a wool acrylic blend, or wool viscose, sorry. 70% wool and 30% viscose. There is, let's see if I can find it in here. Give me your information, yarn donut. 3.5 ounces of yarn, which is 100 grams. 270 yards, which is 247 meters. And they list this as a 4-weight yarn. And I think I said yesterday, like this is probably the thickest point that I could find in this yarn. And that might be close to a 4, maybe. But like, generally, the average of this yarn I would call a 3-weight. I feel like this is the wool version of Red Heart Unforgettable, which is also, they say it's a 4, and I feel like that's a 3 in general. But yeah, this is very, very beautiful. Again, this is the color Arctic Spruce, and these were normally $6.99, and this is $1.74. And then the other color that I found also 2 of is the color Blue Hues. It's also blue, but isn't that gorgeous? I love it. It's so pretty. I think every single one of these Chloe yarns is just beautiful. So I found 2 of those. So pretty. So my Chloe collection is growing. And then the last thing I think that I got was the collection of Fireplace comfort yarns that I got, because I am freaking out that they're getting rid of all the colors, first of all, and I think that they're discontinuing it. And this is the yarn that Hobby Lobby does that reminds me a lot of Scarfy yarn, which you know I love my Scarfy yarn, except it comes in even more colors, and each skein of yarn comes in more colors per skein. Generally, some of these are going to be only like a couple. Well, even the ones that look two-tone, there's more than 2, I guess, in it. There were more colors at this store. I was hoping to find more of that purple, because it turns out I do think I only have the one purple that I bought yesterday. My bad. So I guess if I do end up at another Hobby Lobby, I'll try to find some more. If not, I mean, it'll make something nice also, the singular one. But, or I can mix it with something. But, so that's okay. I just thought I had more than just the one. Anyway, so I got some more of the black gradient one called Sweater Weather. It's like a black and white and gray. There's a little bit of like a gray brown right there too. I really love this one. I had gotten quite a few of it yesterday. I got 5 of these today, and yesterday I had 9 of them. So I have 14 of these bad boys. 14. Oh, I love them. I would hoard all of these up. These would be like my landscape collection, I swear. It's like, especially knowing that they don't have them anymore. Or that they won't have them. Like, I really hope they just decide to do like all new colors, but I'm kind of scared they're not going to do that. So I guess we'll see. We'll see. Hobby Lobby, if you're listening, please don't discontinue these. But yeah. Okay. So that's one of the ones I got. And then when I said I left one lone one behind because I didn't have any like it and they only had one. That was actually this, excuse me, this colorway. This color is Hazy Horizon, but I got 7 of them at this store today. Look at it. It's like a muted rainbow in white. Isn't that gorgeous? I didn't have anything to go with it when it was singular. And yeah, I suppose I could have gotten it and made like a hat, like I said. But even the purple one yesterday, I would have left it had I known I only had the one. And it was like that it was that one. Because I was just trying to not be crazy about things. That's why I left the one. But then when I saw 7 of them, I was like, 7's enough to make almost anything that I want. So I could make a pocket shawl with these. Which these make really great. Like I said, I was talking in the last video about that Gramps pocket shawl that I designed. That I do need to make and show you guys. These make lovely Gramps pocket shawls. So I love those colors in this one. That would make such a light looking pretty one. Okay. So I got 7 of those and I didn't have any from the last time. So 7 is what I have. And then they had this brown tone one called Melodic Mocha. Isn't that gorgeous? That is so heathery colored. I love that. I love it so much. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I got 7 of those. They also did not have these yesterday, so I only got the 7 of them. And then, also one that they did not have yesterday was this ivy grown. And it's like a green with like tan, and it's kind of reminds me of like camo. I really like this one a lot. It's so pretty. And then the last one that I got was the one I said I would call Caribbean Sunset, but it is called Mod 12, which it's just called Mod, I guess, because I think all of them have like Melodic Mocha is Melodic Mocha 04, and the Ivy one is Ivy Grown 02. So it's not Mod 12, it's just Mod. So MODD, that's the name of it. But it is this stunning blue with this beautiful rainbow, like vibrant rainbow. It's so, so pretty. I want to like use it for everything. Isn't that pretty? I got 5 more of these today, and I had 8 of them from yesterday. So that means I have 13. And I do have at least 1 or 2 more from when they were like new ones a year or 2 ago. I still had that, like saving it for something amazing. So I know I have probably about 15 of these. So they could be a blanket. Oh, I think that would be a beautiful blanket. Much like Scarfy, these have wool in them, so sorry, those of you who cannot use wool. They are 70% acrylic and 30% wool. These are actually classified as a medium 4-weight, even though I think they are roughly the same size as Scarfy yarn. And Scarfy yarn is classified as a 5. But I always think of Scarfy as, like, I treat it as a 4. I think it's a 4. I would agree that this is a 4. So I think just Hobby Lobby is a little bit more accurate. I guess maybe the spin is a little bit looser on the roving for Scarfy. So maybe it's like more on that border. But not by much. They're pretty interchangeable. I love this yarn. I really hope that they're just redoing the colors because I think this yarn is amazing. And it has, where are we at here? 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 229 yards, 210 meters in it. And normally, for all of these, normally they are $8.99, and except for the Mocha one, they're all $2.24 on clearance. The mocha one threw me, actually, because when I was trying to group them all for pricing, I grouped it with those. So these are all $2.24. For some reason, the mocha one is priced at $1.07. So that was a happy find. But yeah, so that is everything that I got. I think because I work the rest of the week, most likely I will not make it to my other two nearby Hobby Lobbies. I'm guessing that my Halloween minis are probably out of reach at this point. Because I imagine that everybody is like searching for them. So yeah, but I'm pretty darn lucky and happy and thrilled with what I did get. So I really, like I said, can't complain. My only issue at all was the way the lady treated the situation with David and Damon trying to be helpful to me. It seems like bad customer service, especially now knowing that she surely had to have known she was setting that up for the day. Like, that just seems so weird to do that. Like, maybe she had a friend coming in and she wanted her friend to get first dibs at it, but I don't know. Still, just say you don't know then. I don't know. Like, instead of making the person feel dumb. Just anyway. Yeah. So I know I asked this before, but have you guys that are near your Hobby Lobbies, that have Hobby Lobbies near you, have you guys made it to Hobby Lobby? Have you collected anything? Have you found good deals? Let me know what you found or what your favorites are. Like, are you sad if any of these certain ones go away? Because like I'm pretty sad. Like, the Katarina's cool, but like, I don't want to sound mean when I say like I can live without it if it goes away. Like, I have some and I'm happy I have it, but like I won't be like, oh my god, it's not on the shelf anymore, I'm so destroyed. But like I will be pretty sad about the Urban Chic going, because I do really like it, and I am devastated about the Fireplace Comfort. Whenever I do go to Hobby Lobby, the Fireplace Comfort and the Chloe are probably the first two yarns that I look at. So yeah, I'm pretty much devastated about this. I'm glad that they don't seem to be getting rid of the Chloe, especially the Golden Sunset. Like, that, I'm glad that one was not on clearance, because like that is my favorite one ever from them. But I'm pretty devastated about the Fireplace Comfort. So yeah. So which ones are you guys looking for in the sale? Like, which one are you hoping to find, or glad that you found, or like sad that you missed out on? Like, tell me what your favorites are. Other than that, I am going to quit talking and get this video up and put this yarn away and get back to putting together my yarn room and finding some way to get a fan in this room that won't be too noisy, because I think my face has grown increasingly more pink through this video, I swear. Has it not? Because like, this room is so hot in the summertime without, like, I have a fan that I bought, and it's too, like, I tried recording and I could not use that video because it was too much. Like, my microphone, now that I have a good microphone, it's too much. So I'm hoping once I clear away the spot over here for good, maybe across the room I can put a fan. Like, not that across the room is like this vast cavernous area, but like I think it's far enough away that like we can all deal with the sound at that point, because it won't be like right on the table with the microphone with you guys. So gonna have to do something, because I'm gonna die, and if I start doing tutorials like I want to, I will die. So all right, I will talk to you guys later. So, but definitely talk to me about your Hobby Lobby and tell me everything. And post your pictures of your yarn hauls in my Facebook group. That'll be awesome. I want to see everything that you guys got. And I want to like ooh and ah over all of your findings. And I want to know if you like struck it big. And were you that lady that got $500 worth of yarn at my store? That would be awesome. Let me see it. I want to see what $500 worth of Hobby Lobby looks like. I think my biggest haul ever was not $500 ever. So, and I know that my biggest haul was huge the first year, like huge. So I could only imagine. I'd love to see that. So yeah, let me know. So I will talk to you guys later. As always, you know that I love you. I'm going to go get cool. I hope you guys are staying cool. All right. Bye, guys.